You know, I was torn in this decision, and I've got to really thank Billy Nicholson, because I wanted to know what it would mean if we paid off all our debts. You said 13 million plus, correctly, is what we'd have in the bank. How much was our budget this year? 68 million? Where would you make up the 52 million for that point on?
For what?
Operating costs. Your budget's 68 million, you're gonna have 13 million. Let's say all the grants, everything are gone. You only got 13 million plus, how are you gonna pay for the 68 million budget you passed? Good, thank you for that. I want to know what the heyday was. I was gonna say management budget, you know, because I failed to also mention I was an accountant for 5 years. But you know, I don't want to do that because I was thinking about the things that really impact an entire society, and I think my strength is in public policy analysis, you know, research, governmental systems, things like that. So I definitely have to probably go law and order for a few reasons. Our Constitution, if any of you have gotten the chance to read it, is just riddled with things that make it unfair and biased. You don't have things that most other governments in this, even third world country governments have. You don't have separation of powers, you don't have things, you have one body entity that can decide with 10 signatures, the judiciary, the executive, the governmental, and it's nuts. So what happens when you give somebody complete control of all the decision making and say, you're a representative, you can have the power to make decisions with our money, with our judicial system, with our policies? What does that usually breed? Short answer, corruption. That's policy and government 101. You know, and things I would like to see created in that Constitution. We don't have an ethics committee that is separate from our own board. Mm-hmm. How do you police yourself? If let's say you're corrupt. Let's just say there is a corrupt politician in this world. You know, because there's probably only two.
Hard to imagine,
right? Let's say there's a corrupt politician, and you give him the power to police himself. Really?
That's what happened with the Forest Practices Code.
Yeah, we see this every day. These are little dirty secrets for us that operate in that reservation that the outside membership doesn't get to know and get to see, but they will begin to get to see this stuff. It has to be brought to light. This type of stuff has got to be extinguished. In the ethics committee, I mean, I know there's been many people who've tried to spearhead. That is a simple thing to do. Second thing, as much as I love car ads in our Tribune, and as much as I love the wonderful things about sports and kids,
Sports.
it just seems like the same old thing. I would take and separate freedom of press completely away from control of the executive team and the government team, any of the council, because hell, you read the articles, they're almost like the same print. You know, I'm here and I'm speaking about this, and this is how wonderful we're doing. You know, there's never any conflict. And without conflict, there's never any resolution, and there's just blindness. This has been happening for years. I would take that group, completely give them autonomy. I don't want them, it's the same with Terrell. You mentioned Terrell. Mm-hmm. Why is Terrell, what is it, the executive director? Mm-hmm. These are tribal employment rights. These are installations that should be isolated from the government so they cannot influence and not have that power that they supremely have now through the government's constitution. You should not have that level of power. Mm-hmm. Or we're just going to keep doing this longer dance. We're just going to keep this cycle of, okay, well, this next year's council meeting, I hope he does great and I hope he does well. You know, he's a good guy. I see him out playing softball, or I see him out swimming, and he can talk half his language and wonderful things. And then a newer councilman get in, and could get all the council, hey, here's how things really work. Here's how they work. You know. No more of that. You've got to have separation of duties, and you've got to be aware. Communication to the outside is, I can almost guarantee you, half of the members outside of the reservation boundaries don't know of the different things that have been violated. Amy touched on quite a few of them that have to do with your environment and climate. There's many, many more. Go find out. So number one, law and order. I think number two, health and human services, because that's a passion to, because I said in the beginning, to go forward with. So, quick answer.